Hey team, we're going to talk about exceptions to policy in regards to actions that a classifier can do to help for an exception to policy. As of the date of this recording, the current version of the exception to policy form is going to be your NAVCRUT 1133 TAC 103 version August 2018. Now, causes for what might need an exception to policy, the most frequent that we get is going to be a request to extend over 365, or a request to start before maybe a 17-year-old or 18-year-old birth date for 17YO. Another one could be for an exception to policy based on beers, which we have not done. And one that I've done that was pretty successful was for a vision or depth perception. So someone who lacked depth perception but wanted a depth perception program, we were able to do one for that. But like I said, most common is going to be the 365 extension. Now it's pretty simple. The form itself is not going to require any signatures. We're going to be talking about that you fill it out as per how it understands. The thing that's going to be most important for how you design is going to be the reasons for this request. When submitted, you're going to have to scan this along with ETP 680, and those are going to get loaded into a portal. And I navigate normally towards this portal the same way that we would do for an IDW kit, but the section is going to be under this status pages, the N35 policy and program status page. When you get to that page, you'll have a chance to be able to submit your new item, and that's when you're going to load your document, put some information. In fact, we'll show you what the information is. So the NRD, the type package that you're doing, which is you have the options of exception to policy, a MAV-ABNY application, save request tattoo, because we're going to, of course, go with the exception to policy. And then the phone number that they can reach you at, and then which MEPS it is, either Atlanta or Montgomery in our case. And then, of course, you'll attach the file and submit. And then you'll be able to check back at this for a status page. And then in regards to a status page, if you click on the no title for the individual that you submitted, it's going to give you what the status is of complete, and it'll probably even give you the code that you will be applying to the 1966 page 4 entry note that there was an exception to policy provided, and the serial number of the person who provided it. Other than that, they're pretty simple. It's better to try to get, if you know further down the line that there's an exception to policy coming up, the earlier you get it in, the better, because we're not going to place the policy programs people in N35 under pressure, because there's sometimes going to be a little bit of patience that's going to be involved. But basically, in a nutshell, can't find more easier training than this. I hope you agree. Chief Evans out. One thing to add, though, if you are doing an exception to policy based off of a vision or a depth perception, you're going to have some more supporting documents. So some of those supporting documents are going to be the results from a civilian eye examination. And even with depth perception, you're going to be looking for an arc of variance number, because the example that I can use is the person that we successfully got into being an aviation structural mechanic. We had to show that his arc was good. These are going to be coming less of a need. When MEPS changed to their new depth perception test, our rate of passing for depth perception greatly increased. So I would tend to think that a Vision 1 is going to be a less frequent exception. Where it might become more important is we know that there's some vision exceptions to policies that the spec work community might have. So any of those may be filtered through us from our own spec workshop to be able to help support. So keep doing great things out there in fleet. We're going to get them in. We're going to get them into the jobs that hopefully they want. Out.